It's time for Collecting Chaos and my chat, my Thursday night chat. And here I am. Have had an interesting day. I woke up late and I've been behind all day. I actually had to skip some things that I'd planned on getting done because I simply didn't have the right amount of time to do them. How are you doing, John? Glad to see you. Normally tonight I would show things that I'm going to offer for sale tomorrow, but we're not having an auction tomorrow night. And I thought about, maybe I'll do one. No, I'm not going to do one tomorrow night. I might do one Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. So instead of showing you stuff that I plan on offering tomorrow, because of course I can't, because there's no tomorrow night auction. So instead, I'm going to show you some stuff I picked up at a thrift store, and maybe a few things that I picked up at Walmart, because I did pick up a few comics at Walmart, and I opened them already. There were like 4 or 5 DC, 4 packs of DC, 1 pack of Marvel, most of the DC ones are ones that I want to keep. I hate when that happens. I may or may not show those. Maybe I'll hold them for Tuesday. I actually picked up a comic book in the thrift store. It's a Mickey Mouse magazine. And yes, it's in German. And the whole thing is in German, which is kind of cool because I can read German, but I'm a little rusty and I don't know some of the words. But it's not that difficult, and I can use the pictures to kind of guide me along. So that was kind of a neat thing to find, and I'll probably hang on to it because, why not? And I also found a book by an author that I actually like Robert Asprin's Fool's Paradise. Unfortunately, I don't have the first book, but that's okay because I just like reading his stuff. I like the way he writes. So that was kind of cool. Radar. How are you doing today, Wade? Glad to see you. Now, I picked up another item that I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I showed it on Instagram, and it is vintage, and it's rare when I find a vintage toy. It's a Hubley airplane, and it's in kind of rough shape, as you can see. But here's the thing. I could sell it as it is and maybe get $20, $25 for it, for parts. Or I can get the propeller and I can get the cockpit. And then I might be able to get, $80, $90. But those items they're going to cost me, $35, $40 by themselves. So I haven't decided what I want to do with that. I mean, the paint's scratched up, the wing is bent, but it's not that bad. I mean, I could probably heat the wing and then bend it back out without too much trouble. So I have to think about it and decide what I want to do. Probably will end up just offering it like it is. And they started making those in the mid-50s, and I think they stopped around 1965. I've seen a lot of these online, but I've never seen one that was purple and yellow. I've got some Spanish Superman comics. I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's one of the things I picked up. That kind of made me happy to see that. And then I don't know what got into me because I don't know how I'm going to ship this. This is freaking huge. I mean, my hands are not small. And it came with two figures. And they're actually fairly well detailed. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do need to get some batteries for it because it has a little noisemaker on the side. I don't know who makes it. I don't know when it was made. I'm assuming it's fairly modern. Uh, but I just thought it was neat, so I picked it up. A little Special Forces, or a not so little Special Forces chopper. And then, I used to have a comic magazine in French. Uh, when I was in Germany, I had one, and it was in French, and it was Asterix the Gaul, and it was in French. I thought that was cool. And then, you know, I totally lost my mind, so I picked up the tank too. I have no idea how I'm going to ship this. And I have to set up a special display just to take a picture of it. I guess if you take it outside and put it on the ground and take a picture of it that way. So yeah, got some big stuff this week. That's not all the big stuff I got. This is not a My Little Pony. Don't get confused. This is a Gigo Cabbage Patch Kids style pony. So it's what they call a fakie, and they call it a fakie because it's not a My Little Pony, but this is a double fakie because not only is it a fake of the My Little Pony, but it's a fake of the Cabbage Patch version of the My Little Pony, and it's made by Gigo, and that's all I know about it. I couldn't even find out what year they made it. Uh, it does need a cleaning, and obviously the hair needs to be untangled. That's not a big deal. That won't take me hardly any time at all to do. I didn't get to play in tanks. I was supposed to be a mechanized infantryman. In the 11 years I spent in the Army, I never saw the inside of a tracked vehicle other than in advanced infantry training. It's the only time I was inside of it. All the rest of the time, I was straight leg. I picked up a couple of bags of small stuff because, I like this small stuff. Got me a Patasaurus. I like dinosaurs. I don't know. It might be a Bronchiosaurus. It might not be a Patasaurus. Throw that in my little box. Pteranodon. Stegosaurus with he's got some paint missing on his face there, but kind of cool. Like I said, I like dinosaurs. It's got an armored head, so I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to look this one up. But it looks from the way his mouth is that it's a vegosaur. It likes to eat plants rather than meat. And then I got a little raptor there of some sort. Got another lizard here. Well, it's not, I guess it's a reptile, not really a lizard. It's more of a snake. Pretty good sized one. And I got a smaller one. Actually, I got two smaller ones. And they're different. You see, this one is hollow on the inside, and this one isn't. So that's kind of cool. But other than that, they look almost the same as far as the way that they, yeah. Of course, a shark. And another shark. And a little hammerhead shark with his mouth wide open. And then I got a bigger hammerhead that's about the same size as one of those, as the other gray shark I have. And here's an even bigger one. So I think I'm going to do a shark lot. It says made in China. Wild Death. Or is that White Death? WHLEDEATH. Wild Death. Then we got a little centipede here. A cartoony zebra. And I'll look all of these up and find out more information on them later on. And these are all, well, there's a dog and a cheetah and a horse. And the last item in this little bag is a cute little pufferfish. A spiny pufferfish with some kind of thing hanging off of it. Got another bag too, but I was disappointed in it because I bought it because I thought I saw a troll. Turns out I didn't. But I did see, I think that's Elsa. And this is a My Scene Barbie from 2005 from McDonald's, still in the package, so I'll probably hang on to that for a while. Or not. Some sort of doll. See, I saw this part of it and thought it was a troll. Well, yeah, I got trolled all right. I have no idea what that is. I'll figure it out eventually, though. This is going to go in the, probably in, you know, I'll list it for parts. You know, maybe I get $2 out of it because it's missing a hand. So I'll just list this for parts. I'll get a bunch of other stuff together and put it all together for parts. I think that might actually be part of a Barbie line. I'm not sure. Mattel. I'll have to look this one up. But I think this is one of the children from one of the Barbies. And of course, I have another one too. So, yeah, same information on it. So, I think those are actually some of the children from the Barbie line. This one is from. This is a Simba doll. Now, Simba was the company that bought out uh, Gigo, I believe. I'm not sure on that, but I think they were. And this is actually. This might actually be vintage. And then there's another one of the Barbies from 2005 out of the package. And there's another one. I mean, this stuff, it'll probably sell. There's a fourth one. And that's actually a baby doll from Leonard. So, yeah. And the rest of it's just accessories and clothing and boots and stuff like that that I can put together with other stuff. I've got like 20 or 30 Barbies. I need to get rid of them sometime. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I picked up. A couple of good things. I'm going to clean this up and fix the mane and tail, and then I'll offer that up for sale for whatever it sells for plus the shipping. Uh, I figure I'm going to charge 15 $15 to ship it. Yeah, ship it priority mail $15 and just start the bidding at 99 cents. Let it sell for whatever it sells for. Yeah, I thought I'd gotten a troll. Turns out I didn't. Like I said, did get some packs of comics, and I went ahead and opened them. I got the Batman Fortnite 0.4. I think this is one of the ones I'm missing. I'm missing two of them, and I think this is one of them. If it isn't one that I'm missing, I'll probably offer it up for sale. Then I got Batman and Robin #1 of 3. Green Lantern #3. Batgirls #1. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes #1. Future State Aquaman #2. I don't think I have this cover, so that's kind of cool. World of Krypton #1. Batman Killing Time #1. Catwoman 27. Batman Detective #1. Legion of Superheroes number 10. I probably won't keep this. I'll probably get rid of it because it was written by Bendis, and I don't want anything by Bendis that I have. The special edition number 1 of Batman: The Long Halloween. They're re-releasing it, I guess. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. That was published in the 90s. Great story. Death Metal Robin King. This is one I actually don't have that cover. So that's kind of cool. Future State Superman Imperious Lex number 2. Don't know if I have that or not. I'm supposed to have that one, but I don't remember. Superman Son of Kal-El number 6. Not impressed with this book at all. That whole series just has not impressed me. I skipped a comic, by the way. Then I have The Amazing Spider-Man 81. Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land number 3. I like this cover a lot. And the whole reason I bought the Marvel pack, Ghost Rider number 1, Walmart variant. And then the comic book I skipped. It's got a really nice cover. I'm trying to see what it is. DC versus Vampires number 1. Yeah. That came in a DC 4-pack. I'm impressed. So I did pretty good. Yeah, when I went out, if I decide I'm going to buy anything or go to the thrift store, it's always Wednesday when I go because I don't have much else planned on Wednesdays. That's part of the reason why I ran out of time and couldn't do all of the things I wanted to do for my video this morning. I liked the idea of me doing high speed when I'm actually doing the cleaning. I just that was kind of fun. That was actually fun doing that. Of course, if you want to see more videos like that, all you got to do is comment on it, like it, say, hey, keep doing those. I like them. And I'll keep doing them. I'll probably do another one high speed like that. I am going to have to repress that Archie, by the way. It didn't, or that Jughead, it didn't come out right. It still shows that line. It's not a crease, so it'll come out, but what happened was I have this larger sheet of cardstock that I use when I press comics, and I couldn't find it, so I used 2 magazine boards, and it didn't work out. One of them got shifted. So, yeah, there's that. So what do you think? Should I order the parts and try to fix this up and make it look nice? Or should I just try to sell it like it is? I'll have to unbend the wing slightly. The part I really like about this is the wings fold up. Here's the thing. For what I have into it, if I sell it for parts, I'll get a certain amount of money. If I fix it up, the amount of money that I got to put into it, and I sell it, I'll basically get the same amount of profit. I won't really make any money off of it. It'll just look nicer. And like I said, I've never actually seen one that is this color before, so maybe I'll put it up there and discover it's really rare, and the price will just go. I don't know. I'd hate to see somebody get a hold of it and decide to restore it and repaint it a different color scheme. I just think that would be a tragedy. Oh, I've done research on it already. I've done research on that one and on the no-name Yigo fakies thing. Those are the only things that I've really done research on yet. That's kind of what I'm afraid of, Wade, is that I might want to keep it because I like the really old toys. That's the bad part. You see when you see something like that and you fix it up, then you decide you want to keep it. Yeah, that's not always a good thing. Of course, I'd end up with $80 to $100 toy for whatever I have into it. You know, I have some other stuff I picked up. Did I show them the other day? Oh no, I showed them on my video. Uh, Wade, go back if you didn't watch my video on Tuesday. Go back and watch it. I show some Hot Wheels on there that I picked up recently that are fairly new. Yeah, if I fix it and show me fixing it, yeah, it might give some content. I won't repaint it. I will not touch it up. I will not repaint it. Anyway, how are you doing, Frank? Betty Boop, how are you doing today? Glad to see you. Could stop in. Like I said, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. And these big, I mean, that's huge. I don't have any way to ship it. It doesn't weigh anything, but yeah. Same with the tank. I don't have any way to ship it. I don't think. Oh, I might be able to disassemble part of the tank to ship it. I don't know. Like I said, I need to get batteries. Make sure the sound. I know the sound in the tank work. It's because those batteries worked and they were almost dead though. So actually, they had a version of that was like a barnstorming thing that was used for shows, and I think that's what that's supposed to be. Except the ones that had the barnstorming didn't have they didn't have two of these. They had one and then something else. So this is probably one of the ones for the that they were doing it is Navy. Plus, it has the numbers, but these are like barnstorming numbers. They're not military numbers. But then if you look on the side here, it's got the little. See if I can get it to focus. It's got like the little bombs and stuff like that it's dropped. So it's very confusing. But they like to paint them in bright colors. So the it's not something that's supposed to be realistic. Yeah, but that kind of predates the Blue Angels by a few years. I think it's loosely based on a P40. I think Hubley also did a P38 that looks really good, and I would love to pick one up, but I don't have room for it. That's my worst part, is I really don't have the room to keep that stuff. I want to keep that toys like that. I got to get rid of my comics. It's actually purple and yellow. It's not blue and yellow. It's just showing up as blue for some reason. But it's actually a purple and yellow. And I think it's my camera that's making it show up as blue. No, the P38 they make is the same scale as this one. And it came out at about the same time. So yeah, like I said, I'm not unhappy with what. Well, I'm not that happy with the bag of dolls that I thought had a troll in it. But other than that, I'm not that unhappy. When I pulled this out, it was in this little bag, and it just kept coming and coming and coming. I didn't think I was ever going to get it out of the bag. But if you have birds that nest in like a carport or a garage or something, you can put this up in the rafters, and the birds won't nest there anymore. So it actually has a practical use aside from scaring the crap out of people. The little ones like this, not so much. Sometimes they'll work, not always. And of course, I got more dinosaurs, and that always makes me happy. I've actually got some dinosaurs that I'm putting up for sale, or that are. I've got a couple that are listed now, or are they going to list on Saturday? I don't know. I've been listing 10 items a day. 7 of them drop that day. 3 of them will drop on the weekend. And I'm doing that every day just to get my eBay sales a little better, and it's working. I'm, the more I list, the more sales I get. I haven't put any comics up yet. I've got some cards and some other stuff that I'm going to put up first, and then I'll start working on a few comics here and there. Probably start listing some of the some of those. Those are all key issues. Speaking of key issues, John, I got your box ready. I put it out there. I put a note in the mailbox for the mail carrier to pick up. My mail carrier never showed up today, so I have to take it to the post office tomorrow morning. Yeah, I woke up late, or it would have been at the post office this morning. I got. I've been picking up some really weird things. I never know what when I go into that store. I never know what I'm going to see. Like the uh, the German Mickey Mouse comic. Go on eBay, Frank. Go on eBay. Hit revise your listing. Doesn't matter if you change anything or not. Hit revise listing and repost it, and it'll act like it's a new listing. Or go in and start doing all of the things they want you to do. All of those. I forget what they're called now. All the little categories that they have you do. Those things drive me crazy. Matter of fact, if for action figures, they flat make me mad because every single action figure, the two things they want you to list what the grade is and who graded it. But if it isn't graded, and then there's no certification. So how can you list what the grade is and who graded it? And if you don't list those, it's going to give you an error every time it relists. Yeah, waiting for things to sell is not the way to sell on eBay. You have to be aggressive with it. Um, and there's been a few items that uh, I've actually taken them off sale and then relisted it and gotten hits off of it and had more views and people actually putting it on their watch list. Whereas before, nobody was interested in it. So there's little tricks you can do to make it work better. But any change you make to your listing will make it look like a new listing. But just putting it up, sitting back and waiting, that's not going to sell anything. I got all kinds of stuff. I've got Hot Wheels. I've got uh, action figures. I've got buttons and I've got 6 little tubs that are almost full of stuff that I've listed on eBay. And, yeah, the tubs are about the size of a comic book box, a short comic book box. You know, so that's one of the tubs. That thing got heavy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know people that or people that I've watched on YouTube. Some of the sellers on there, you know, they show stuff that they've had listed for like 5 and 10 years that have sold. So it's a long game sometimes, and sometimes you just have to wait. But you have to keep listing. You have to keep putting stuff up, or keep. You have to do something with the listings that you have, basically, if nothing else. But I do. I scan. I scan or take pictures of 49 items every week. I do that on Saturday morning or Friday evening or Saturday morning. Like I'll probably start working on it tomorrow, since I'm not. We don't have an auction this week. So, but I'll take 2, 3, 4 pictures of each item. It depends on the item, and on, like a boxed item where I want to show all 6 sides. I'll take 6 pictures. I want the prospective buyer to know all the information and get the best possible pictures he can of the items that I'm selling, to give them an idea of what they're going to get. And so far, I haven't had any trouble. And the other thing, if you're doing a buy it now, and I'm guilty of this, I've been putting buy it now and not having uh, the option for people to make me an offer. Uh, it's probably a mistake. I'm not going to sell it, or I might not sell it if there's no offer. Now, there's some things that the price I have on them is the lowest price I can possibly do, and I can't do a buy it now on it, or I can't take an offer on it because the offer would drop it below my cost, and I'm not ready to do that on some of these items. On some of the other items, yeah, let's say I put up an action figure that I only pay 25 cents for, or paid 15 or 25 cents, depending on how I got it. And I have it for $15 because that's what everybody else is charging for it. And somebody offers me 10. I can take it, even though eBay's going to eat most of that, and I might only get a $2 profit out of it. That's $1.75 out of profit. That's I might end up with only $2 after shipping, and I pay the shipping. I don't charge the customer shipping on that stuff. Now, on some of it, I will. A larger item, like that Gigo horse, customer's going to pay shipping on that, because otherwise I have to list it too high. I'd have to list it for $35, $40, and nobody's going to pay that for it. But they might pay 15 or 20, and then $15 shipping. It doesn't make any sense because they're paying the same thing, but that's the way it is. If I have scratch marks that I can see on a toy, I'll put down it had a scratch mark. I had a Batman figure that had a paint scratch across the face. It looked like a big old scar on his face, and I pointed it out, and you can see it very plainly in the picture, obviously. Plus, I pointed it out in the description, uh, and the Batman's just a single figure by themselves. We're selling for about $25 or $30. But I figured because of that big scratch, I can't charge that much for it. So I'll put it at 15, and maybe I'll get lucky. And I thought 15 was overpriced. 4 hours later, I had the $15 was paid, and somebody ordered it. And of course, I shipped it the same day or the next day. I I honestly believe there's an art to selling on eBay and being successful, and I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but I'm working on it. And I'm doing it with the small items. These eight to $15 items that everybody says, "Oh, that's a waste of time to list." Well, if I sell 15 or 20 of these $8 to $15 items, isn't that the same as selling one $50 or $100 item? Yeah, it's a little more work, but it's not that much. The hardest part is the editing of the pictures, um, and I know how to set up my Photoshop so that it'll edit them automatically, but it doesn't crop the pictures the way I want. So I end up having to do it myself anyway, and I don't mind. I actually enjoy working with Photoshop and uh, and images. Uh, I used to. Now I didn't do it professionally, but I used to take pictures that people had that were torn. I would scan both sides, put them together, and repair the image, and then send them the new image along with their originals. And that's basically how I learned to use Photoshop, was by doing that kind of stuff. Uh, I took a picture of my wife's dad that was in black and white, and a picture of her, and I picked her skin color, colorized her dad's picture, basing it off of her skin color. And when I showed her the end result, she just burst out into tears because she said it looked exactly like it. So, and I probably could have gone into that professionally, but I just got out of the habit of doing it. It wasn't. It was a good learning experience, but not something I wanted to do full time. So, yeah. How you doing, Michael? You missed all the fun. You'll have to go back and rewatch it. I showed all the things I picked up uh, yesterday, including a comic that I'm going to put in my collection. See, I'm going to put this one in my collection. Uh, I got this in a DC 4-pack from Walmart. Yeah, fun stuff. Ah, that explains a lot. Did he run late again? He schedules his t-shirt sales and says, "Oh, we'll be finished by the time you go live," and then he always runs over. Uh, I got this at the thrift store. This is a Mickey Mouse comic. Obviously not in English, but that's okay. Pick me up a few toys, just little ones. I didn't get anything big. Like I said, just some small stuff. Storage bandits. You must have been over there watching Horizon Picks too, or also. That's okay. There you go, Michael. That ought to make you drool a little bit. It's not in very good shape, but hey, it's an old Hubley, so the best part about it is right there. Made in USA. We all know I'm going to order the propeller in the cockpit, right? Probably as soon as I, probably as soon as I uh, log off tonight, I'm probably going to order it. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I want to see it complete. I'll probably still offer it up for sale, but I just I like things to be complete. And I can always figure out the shipping, add my cost of what I paid for it plus whatever I put into it, figure out what eBay is going to charge me, and then start the bidding at that price. I can always do that. And then whatever I make off of it will be, anything it sells for over that, it would be profit. And at the very least, I'd break even. Oh, that's awesome. The only thing that ever flies over my house is Army helicopters, usually at night when I can't see them. And there's a guy that does crop dusting that he flies over my house. Uh, and he'll fly over it 30 and 40 times, usually when I'm trying to take a nap or when I'm trying to do something that I don't need any noise. The last time he did it, I was in the middle of trying to record a video. Yeah, I just gave up. I didn't finish recording that video. Matter of fact, I deleted it and started it over again after he finished. All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping in, Storage Bandits, and we will see you next time you stop in. Yeah, I'm about 5 miles from Fort Hood, so yeah, I hear helicopters and a lot of tank fire, especially during qualifications. And every now and then I'll hear a Vulcan start up. Those just sound so cool. I've been near military bases most of my life, not on purpose. It just kind of happens, with the exception of when I lived in San Jose. That's the only time I didn't live by a military base. Oh yeah, but by the time you hear them, they're already gone. I was in Germany coming home uh, for leave in the army, and I was flying British Airways, uh, and I missed my connecting flight through no fault of my own. That they overbooked the plane is what happened. So I got bumped, and I was traveling in uniform. And the girls, we're going to take care of you. Don't worry. We're going to take care of you. We're going to upgrade you to a different plane. And I'm thinking, yeah, but when does it leave? It doesn't leave for 3 hours, but it's okay. We'll get you there on. I got there an hour before my other plane would have landed because they put me on the. This was when they still had the Concorde, and they put me on the Concorde. It was freaking awesome. I was flying first class on a military ticket. Uh, I left 3 hours after my scheduled flight and got there an hour before my scheduled flight. Uh, about 2 years later, they were taken out of service. And, I think the biggest shock was when I called my dad and said, "Can you pick me up? I'm at the airport." And he went, "The plane's not due for another hour." I went, "Yeah, but I'm here." I liked flying British Airways. They always took really good care of me. Yeah. Well, I do believe that's going to be it for this evening. I'm doesn't look like I'm going to have any guests popping in. I always put it out there for some of the other guys if they want to come in, they can. Uh, I put it on in our. We have a little group chat that I put it in, and they're usually doing something else. So yeah, it's no big deal. Like I know Patrick is packing up orders from our sale on Tuesday, and then of course Roy had his uh, T-shirt sale, and I don't think Kayla's back yet, and she's never joined me on a Thursday night anyway, so no big deal. It's probably because she works and she has to get up early in the morning. So yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday. Maybe one day this I might do it. I might do a pop up sale this weekend. I don't know yet, but I'll for sure see you on Tuesday for my live at $5 auction sale. And yeah, and then again next Thursday night I'll be right back here. So in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend and make sure not just a wonderful weekend, but a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And make sure before you hand your comics, your collectibles, you'll wash your hands. It's good for your collectibles. And more importantly, it's good for your health. We'll see you later. Bye.